Hey everyone, it's John Seaton, the Collaboration Specialist. In today's video, I'm going to provide you with an overview of the Cisco 980 headset. Now, this video is meant for a typical office worker who may have received this in the mail and really want to understand how to get started with this headset. It's not meant to be a deep dive technical review. It's all about, well, how do I use this thing and how do I get the most out of it? Let's start with the case. We've got a beautiful case here that it comes in. You can use it to store it. You can use it to travel. If I open it up, I will find my headset inside. But let's put this to the side for a second, and we'll talk about what's inside the case. And so if you pull on a little tab here, you'll notice that there's two cables. There's a 3.5 millimeter cable. When will you use this? Well, if you don't want to use Bluetooth and you want to connect directly to the device, to either listen to music or take a phone call, you have the ability to do that. The other cable in here is a USB-A to USB-C cable. This is used to charge up your headphones. And also in here, you'll notice that there's a little USB HD dongle. So that has the ability to directly pair with your Bluetooth headset. And so you can plug that into the USB port of your PC and not have to fiddle with having to associate your Bluetooth headset with the Bluetooth radio on your laptop, especially if it's an older laptop and you can get that working. So that is what's included in the case. Now, there's a quick start guide that is included in the box that you can take a look at. It shows you all of the different buttons and all the different controls, but I'm going to go through each one of those for you. And the other thing to note, if you flip it over, there's some QR codes on the bottom. I recommend taking a look at that, scanning those, and downloading the B&O app. And I'll talk about that later on in the video. Now let's talk about the headset itself. First of all, the design is pretty good. So if someone from your job sent you this headset, you're pretty lucky. To adjust it is pretty simple. Just hold on to the headband, pull down on the ear pads, and you can adjust it to fit your head accordingly. Let's talk about the controls. The first thing to note is that there is a left and there is a right. It's very important to put these headsets on the right way because the microphones are in the front. So if you put it on backwards, people aren't going to be able to hear you and you're going to think, well, what the heck is wrong with these headphones? Well, nothing. You just got to put them on the right way. So there's a left and there's a right. Now, in terms of the controls, on the right-hand side, as you can see here, there's a slider. And you can feel there's two little nubs on each end of the slider. And so if you slide it up, that's for increase the volume. If you slide it down, that will decrease the volume. Also here, you'll find that there is a power button and it has two modes. If you simply press down, a short press, it'll turn it on. Short press, it'll turn it off. And if you long press it, it will put it into Bluetooth discovery mode. And so that'll allow you then to associate these headphones with your device. There is a port for your 3.5 millimeter cable. So if you want to connect these headphones directly to your laptop, you have the ability to do that. And to charge these headphones, you've got the USB-C cable input on the right side as well. Now on the left side, you have a similar slider to your volume control, and that's your active noise control adapter. So you can make it so that it's more transparent, so you hear more of the outside world, or you can increase the active noise control so you hear less of the outside world. So depending on your scenario, you may want one or the other. And then finally, there is a mute button here. So if you're on a call and you want to be able to mute your headset, you can do that as well. Now finally, there's two other controls that aren't obvious, and you may not even know that they're there. Both of these sides are actually controls. If you double tap them when you're listening to music, it will pause. You double tap again, it then will resume your music. And if you've got a phone call coming in, double tap on either one, left or right hand side, and you'll have the ability to answer that call. Now let's talk about the app that comes with the device. Once you scan that code and download it to your phone, you can open up your app. Make sure your phone is on so that the app can interact with your device. And I'm going to show you a couple of capabilities here that I think are important. So the first thing that you want to do is you click on your device and it will tell you the battery amount remaining on your device. And then you have these different sound modes. I don't know about you, but I love to customize the equalization of my speakers or my headphones. And this is where you have the ability to do it. And B&O takes a unique approach to this where if I come in here, for example, and I choose biking, this is one of the ones that I customize, I have the ability via this cursor to move around this wheel and either reduce the amount of bass or increase the amount of bass or increase the amount of treble. And so I can find the exact mix of sound that I want, and then I can hit save. And if I save that, it will save those settings that I just created. It comes with some pre-programmed settings, one that they call optimal, which I think is more of a more balanced approach. And then there's one with high treble, that's obvious. There's one with podcast, which has more mid-range. And so I think you get the point there. Now you can scroll down and you have the ability to toggle on what they call adaptive active noise control. You also have a slider here where you can increase or decrease the amount of active noise control to make it either more transparent or less transparent to your outside world. There's a button to toggle on and off the ability to reduce wind noise. And then there is a button which I highly recommend that you toggle on is automatic standby. So if you forget to turn off the headphones, rather than let the battery drain, it can sense after about 15 minutes that no one's using the headset and it will automatically power off. So those are the features and functions in here that I really wanted to point your attention to, the ability to customize your sound and toggle on and off some of the other features. So that was the review of the Cisco 980 B&O headset. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd love to bring more of these videos to you in the future. Thanks for watching.